Hello, welcome back to Steve's Retirement Corner. Avoiding the retired husband syndrome. I did a video about this, I don't know, sometime last summer, I believe, a few months back, called my three biggest concerns heading into retirement, and this was one of them. I didn't know at the time that it was actually a real condition and had a name and been uh, studied and everything. We just called it being underfoot. Kind of like every time she looks up, there's my lazy retired butt sitting in the easy chair with a glass of tea. And don't get me wrong now, there's probably very little that I enjoy more than spending a little extra time with the baby. It's a good time for me. And it was one of the biggest reasons that made my decision to retire so easy. It's something I was looking forward to. I just didn't want my retirement to be a hassle or any trouble or any more problem for her. That's what it all about boiled down to. And so far, we've been lucky. We haven't had any major hiccups in the matter at all. And there's some things I did, and we both did, that has helped make the transition a little smoother, I believe. One of them was I actually thought about it before I retired. Now, I didn't spend a whole lot of time on it, but every once in a while I'd have a glass of tea and think on it for a minute or two. And I realized that, hey, my retirement doesn't just affect me, it affects everybody around me. And it's my responsibility to do my part to make everything go smooth. And we talked about it before I retired. Once again, we didn't spend a whole lot of time on it, but it got the problem got out there. It was known, and we agreed that it was something we'd both have to work on. Well, we realized it. I don't know whether we agreed on it or not, but we realized we both have to work on it. You know, and then constantly reminding her. I constantly, every once in a while, I'll remind her, "Hey, baby, you shouldn't have to do that. That's what I'm here for." Letting her know that if there's something I can do to help her, make her life a little easier, it's not a bothersome to me. It's no problem. It's something I want to do. Because sometimes she'll do little things, whether it's folding the towels or making the bed or whatever. It don't save her a lot of work. I'm probably more trouble than I'm worth, but I make the effort. And if I can do it and it saves her a few minutes of having to do something, I'm more than happy to do it. So I'll have to remind her when something like that comes up. And she's gotten good at asking me or mentioning something to me or telling me or whatever, and delegating little simple things that I can have a hard time screwing up. So that those are some things that helped us smooth things out a little bit. You know, and the fact that on a typical day I'm usually out the house somewhere between 4 to 6 hours a day, depending on what I got going on, whether I'm over at my little lady's houses or whether I'm down at the river, or whether I just got to cut the grass out here, or just tinkering around out here, maybe over at mama's or whatever. Typically on a daily basis, I'm out the house somewhere between 4 to 6 hours, and that gives us a little time for each of us to be alone and tackle what we need to get done on our own. And that's another thing too. The morning, the leisurely mornings over a cup of coffee or two has been a tremendous help. Because we discuss what each of us might want to attempt that day, and it kind of gives me a heads up to where I might could help out a little bit. You know, Say she wants to change the sheets on the bed, or she wants to vacuum behind the chairs and stuff at the house. I that gives me an idea of something I can give her a hand with. So I kind of jump in where I feel that I'm needed. And if I'm screwing up her schedule or I'm not doing it to her standard, you know, she needs to let me know so I can fix it. I ain't never gonna be no little Miss Happy Homemaker or anything, but I'm trying to improve and get better a little bit each month, just like everything else I do. The losing a few pounds, uh, trimming the fat from our budget, or making our finances a little bit more simple. That's not an overnight thing, none of them. But my goal is just work on them and get better at them and just improve a little bit every month if I can. If I can do that, I'll consider it a success. I don't know. But I think those things help a lot. Getting out in the open, thinking about it, talking about it. Keep reminding ourselves. Then I got a way I've scheduled my week around. I don't know. It helped us, I believe. And she's on board with it. I don't know how much actual help it is to her, but she's gotten a lot better at letting me know how to do things her way and stuff. So she ain't got to come behind me and redo it. Hey man, but I got the rest of my life to work on it. I'll be professional time I kick off, I guess. Well, y'all be good. Y'all enjoy your weekend. I think it's going to be one of the best weekends we've had in the past 3 or 4 weekends. Y'all take care. We'll talk to y'all later.